colder, Greg, and of course we have our pets here. We got to keep them safe when it gets colder outside as well.
Very much so. We're going to be talking about that later on, but right now what we're going to be talking about is Thanksgiving, and it's my annual turkeyitis segment that it's been going on for years. And
Kind of what not to give your dogs.
what not to give your dogs, and it still just absolutely amazes me how many people will just give in, and it's really easy to give into like a cute little face like this, a little snack.
Can I just have a little bit?
A little bit, something from the table, and it's really not a good idea. And I know I say this all the time, and I'm like the Christmas, Thanksgiving Grinch, more or less, but you're really going to be saving a lot of money in the long run if your dog does get sick.
Well, you said on average, right around Thanksgiving, the day after
Right.
Thanksgiving, you guys get about, what, 20 phone calls?
Roughly right around there, and it's basically the same problem. The symptoms will be that the dog will be having, say, vomiting or diarrhea, will have a very swollen or tender stomach, and basically what's happening is that they're coming down with a case of pancreatitis, and it's just because of the rich foods that we'll give the dogs from the table that they can't handle.
And the thing is that that's just something they don't usually have. You're thinking it's just
Correct.
a little bit, but they aren't used to it.
Right, absolutely. I mean, if you want to give them something, something like, say, green beans is fine, which will be good for them. Maybe a little bit of sweet potato will be fine. Even a little dab of, say, canned pumpkin. Don't include whipped cream or anything like that because that can still cause problems. But those are some of the problems that we'll be seeing right around this time of the year.
Anything creamy, rich, or sugary.
Yeah, what are some of the foods that you should try to avoid giving your dog?
I would probably say turkey. Now, there's going to be some things that you could, go online and will say some turkey is okay, but the highlighted word is that it should be okay, not it will be okay. Obviously, say onions can cause some cardiac problems. Certainly, grapes can cause a lot of problems with dogs. Chocolate, obviously, is going to be causing a lot of problems for both dogs and cats this time of the year.
So we're looking at basically just stay away, like I said, those creams, those sugary things, those rich things. What they're not used to, just avoid it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really easy to give them a little bit of dab of some gravy or something like that on their dog food. No, don't do that. I mean, you're going to be just wasting your money and paying me for overtime.
Not a good idea, not a good idea.
Exactly.
And the other thing we wanted to talk about, Lindsay is talking about some very cold temperatures this weekend.
Right.
And if you're going to be outside or you have an outside dog, you should be extra careful because their little paws can get tender. There's a few things that can actually go wrong for them.
Absolutely. I mean, certainly with the falling temperatures, you really want to provide some fresh water. You don't want to let the water bowl get frozen or anything like that. And maybe extra padding outside for the dogs for inside their doghouse.
Okay, and what are some signs, I guess, if your dog maybe is showing signs of being too cold, frostbite, anything like that?
Obviously limping, they're going to be probably sleeping a little bit more than usual and not eating food.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Well, thanks for stopping by, Greg Riley and Moppet, of course. And if you have any questions for Greg Riley, you can see that number is on your screen before we head to break.